Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. Last time, we have proved that we can cure tempering with Gabu. Gabu's finally free! Man, that thing has taken so long to come to fruition. But it's not the most efficient of processes, and we need a lot more porksies. So, we bugged Matoya. Matoya said, sure, we can make us a porksy that makes more porksies. All you gotta do is go clean out my old workshop. And, well, that was a hell of a thing, wasn't it? Old mama came out swinging, I'll tell you that much. But, with that done, we can make all the porksies we want. And our first task, apparently, is to head to Limsa and see if we can't get the kobolds, the Sahagin, and the Limsa Levinsons to finally bury the hatchet and act like a decent group of peoples. I don't know, man. Can't really trust pirates. All right, but let's see if the Admiral's resolve can prove me wrong.
Well then, my friends, let us return to Limsa Leminsa and deliver the good news to the Admiral. A word to the officer in Bulwark Hall should be sufficient to secure us an audience.
That it should. I mean, we are the Scions. They're pretty easy to get into with us. Oh, speaking of Sahagin and kobolds, I see we're just in time for a very heated discussion. And there's no way this is voiced. Not the way those characters were acting.
My friends, what brings you here this day?
It's been so long since I've done Merlweb's voice.
Is this true? By the Navigator, a cure for tempering. As often as I've been in awe of you Scions, I would not have thought it possible. And yet it is, Admiral. We have done it, here in Limsa, and production of more familiars has already begun. You have my thanks. Truly, this will do much to advance the cause of peace. Yet I fear it will take more to close the rift twixt man and beastman. Even to speak thus divides us. Welcome as it is, our cure will not guarantee reconciliation between our peoples. For though summoning and the tempered may serve to fuel the conflict, they are but symptoms of it.
That is true.
If we are to resolve the primal problem once and for all, we must address the cause. We must strive for mutual understanding and find a way to leave our bloody past behind. It was I who moved that the Alliance renew its push for peace.
Really?
Since our ancestors came to these shores some 7 centuries past, we Leminsons have been at odds with those who share our island home.
Yeah, and technically they were here first.
Save for a brief moment of cooperation with the kobolds, our history has been one of nigh constant territorial squabbling. Meanwhile, our struggle with the Sahagin for control over the seas has only grown fiercer, a matter made worse by the thrice-damned calamity driving them to seek new spawning grounds. With survival at stake, each had no choice but to fight, and so I dismissed peace as impossible. But now, impossible is a word coined by the weak I proclaimed to all who'd listen, and then gave up. You and yours put me to shame. Since you led us to victory against the Black Wolf, you have achieved the impossible again and again and again.
Just part of the job.
And I thought it high time that I followed suit, hence my proposal to the Alliance Council. But no sooner did I reach out to our neighbors in Vylbrand than my own people sought to thwart me.
I think we heard about this last episode with Alphino and Ishtola saying that their meeting was canceled because a faction of pirates decided to snub them.
You speak of the pirates who failed to attend the meeting.
Yeah.
Aye, acting as though a friendly faction among the kobolds, we had intended to seek an audience with the prominent patriarch. But the bloody executioners would not hear of it, and their absence sent a message to the rest.
So maybe we should send a message to them.
Though they are but one of the 3 pirate powers, they are the greatest, and any attempted peace would founder without them. I am given to understand that their leader, Captain Hilfia, has been bedridden for some while with an ailment of the lungs.
Well, he's probably a pirate. He's been smoking a little too much. It's his own dang fault.
Correct. In his absence, his right hand leads a man named Sicard, but recently risen to prominence among their ranks.
Sicard, huh?
Save for his disdain for authority, little is known about him. We have invited him to speak with us more than once, but he will not come. I have tasked the Yellow Jackets and the Rogues with uncovering his motives, but they have learned naught of any value.
Well, I'm technically part of the Rogues Guild. Maybe I can spur them along a little. Leave it to us. Yeah, no, leave it to us. We're the Scions. We will be the Reconciliators. Or the Decimators, depending on the problem.
We have a nose for the truth. Whatever this Sicard wants, we'll find out. Oh, truly, I would be much obliged. I shall look forward to hearing what you learn then. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Yeah, you're probably right. So, we're on the pirate hunt now.
By way of a first step, I suggest we split up and make inquiries around town. Someone must know this Sicard. If you could approach the pirates, Dekumon, the rest of us will seek out merchants and adventurers.
Well, leave the pirates to me, why don't you, huh? Lovely. This place is literally called the Missing Member. Hey, I remember you. Hullbreaker Isle Hard, right?
You want to know about Sicard? He's a wily bucker's what he is. Found some clever way to make coin, they say, and traded it for Muscat's place at Old Hilfer's side. There was a time we raced the executioners for a pick of the Empire's fleet, but the Guardians are gone, and them days with them. Oh, and Mitch, we've all of us had to look for other ways to make ends meet, but that jumped-up bilge-rat Sicard landing the juiciest, whatever it may be. Not that we Sirens are struggling, mind. We do well enough guarding fishing boats from the fishbacks and other beasties. Get the first pick of the produce for our trouble, see? Quality stuff at a bargain price. This we pass to our sisters that can't sail on account of getting old or wounded or with child, and they cook it up and sell it for a pretty profit. Simple. Oh, I miss the old ways, don't get me wrong, but when I see the girls with their little ones, I think to myself, a life of peace and quiet ain't all bad.
Aww. It's almost sweet if it makes you forget they're pirates for a few seconds. And what about you, Carvalin? Or Carvillain? I'm not sure which one I want to like more. You're curious about Sicard, are you? As am I, my friend, as am I. Sadly, I know nothing of the man, save that the bloody executioners experienced a marked improvement in their fortunes after his promotion. Quite how he achieved this is a matter of some debate, however. As you know, the Thalacrossracy, permits us to attack only Guardian vessels, yet these have all but vanished from the seas since the Empire turned in upon itself. In order to adapt, we Krakens have taken to trading with the East, but the executioners are less forward-looking. I can't imagine they would willingly abandon the old ways. So how, then, are they lining their coffers? Or whatever their secret, they are not like to share it with their rivals, but maybe you will have more luck. Maybe. Well, Alphino, that was moderately interesting.
I see everyone has returned. Now, who would like to go first?
Might as well. So it seems that Sicard has found some way to keep these guys well stocked in coin.
So, just as their imperial prey begins to disappear, Sicard turned the executioner's fortunes around with a mysterious new source of income. Whatever it is, it's nothing to scoff at. According to a tavern keeper I spoke to, the crew have been indulging themselves as never before, but no amount of drink seems to loosen their tongues as to how they're coming by their coin.
Yeah, I'm sure they really don't want to tell anyone else that little secret.
For my part, I spoke with a reporter from the Harbour Herald. The publication has been investigating the secret of the executioner's good fortune and making little headway. Plainly, the executioners do not wish the nature of their business to be made public.
Which means it's probably very shady.
And I think I may know why. In the course of making inquiries on Hawker's Alley, an interesting fact came to light. Just as the executioners began to enjoy bitter fortunes, the price of crystal went into sharp decline. A sudden fall in demand, I was told.
Oh crap. Are they providing crystals to the freaking Tempered. Come on. We already had to deal with Titan. I don't want to have to deal with Leviathan again, too.
Curious, I contacted Hoary Boulder, who's been watching the movements of the beast tribes, and my suspicions were proven correct. Despite ever-worsening relations between the beast tribes and the Thalakrossi, neither Titan nor Leviathan have made an appearance of late, suggesting that the kobolds in Sahagin lack the means with which to summon them.
Until now, right?
Do you mean to say that the executioners are divesting them of their crystals?
Oh, no, okay, so we're going in the opposite direction. Instead of providing them with some crystals that they need to do their summoning, they're yeeting the crystals away from them and selling them on the market.
All indications point to that conclusion, yes, though we have no hard evidence as yet. We must investigate further. Agreed. So, how do we proceed? Oh, I have an idea about that. In fact, I've already taken the liberty of making certain provisions.
Alphino, what have you done? He's probably getting me in trouble again somehow, I'm sure. This will not end well. There we go. A little slow on the swap over there, guys. Alright, it's time to go find Sicard.
During my inquiries, a disgruntled merchant informed me that a wholesaler of crystals had recently arrived in Limsa Liminsa, offering wares at prices far undercutting the competition. After asking around, I was able to gain an introduction and will shortly pose as a potential buyer in a bid to establish the crystal's provenance. The man is due to be at Ocean's Embrace in Lower Lenosha shortly. I suggest we make our way there at once.
There. And then we will ambush him, pump him for information. Or just beat the crap out of him. Again, probably not voice, but that's fine. Ah, that must be our merchant.
That appears to be our merchant. Wish me luck. Wait, if he truly is in league with the bloody executioners, he'll surely be wary of those allied to the Admiral, the Scions not least of all. And compared to yours and Dekumon's, mine is an unfamiliar face. Let me play the role of buyer. Gaha's right, and even if you aren't recognized on sight, you look far too genteel to be mixing with society's underbelly. Oh, genteel? Oh, but very well. I leave it to you, Graha.
Hey, Graha's first little solo venture.
Well, this should be entertaining. They got business with me, cat boy.
You're the crystal wholesaler? Wow, nice subtlety there.
Yeah, that I am. But you're no merchant, so what do you want the crystals for?
Oh shit. Well, this didn't go according to plan. Help!
Oh, don't look at us, you idiot! You'll give yourself away!
Oh dear.
Oh, I see. You're a weaponsmith, am I right? And you need crystals to make staffs like that fine specimen you've got there.
Hey! Convenient hour is convenient. Take it.
That's right. Yes, I am indeed a weaponsmith, and I use naught but the finest materials. I bid you show me your wares. Well, we don't invite just anybody into the storehouses. Takes time to establish trust, you understand. Look, I have a large and urgent commission. If the quality is satisfactory, I will not quibble over the price. Well, alright. It's plain that no ordinary crystal adorning your staff, so I'll make an exception. Come with me.
And this is how Graha gets mugged for that crystal on his back. Like I said, green. Green is the grass, my man.
Well, it seems to be working. Let's follow them.
We're gonna have to bail him out. Well, this is a lovely looking place.
They went to that tunnel. Quietly now.
Holy crap, that is a lot of crystal. We really must be stealing these from the frickin' Sahagin. And the kobolds, too. Not good for peaceful relations, let me tell you.
Oh, you won't find any finer, especially not for the price we're asking.
Indeed. I would expect to pay more than double for such quality. How could they possibly be so cheap?
Oh, there's nothing unlawful about them, if that's your worry. They're from Ogomo, if you take my meaning.
Ah. So these are from the kobolds.
The stuff's as pure as it gets. You won't be disappointed. So, how much do you want?
We'll take the lot, and you with them.
Ogomoro. Taken from the kobolds, just as we suspected.
And we're busted. That's enough. Shut your gulps and turn around. Slowly. Sigard, I presume. I'm Sigard, acting captain of the bloody executioners. And no need to introduce yourselves. We know who you are. Scions. We also know you've been chatting to the Admiral. Got eyes and ears everywhere, see? Comes with being the only true pirate crew left in Limsa. So, we've established you ain't here to buy crystals. Question is, what are you here for?
Well, you are bold to reveal yourself to us without knowing our objective, but that would explain your swift rise to power. You have spoken plain, and so I shall return the favor. We came here to learn why the bloody executioners oppose the Admiral's will. And we have our answer. Should Limsa Lominsa make peace with the kobolds, you will lose the source of your newfound wealth.
Yeah, that's right. Just to remind you though, we ain't breaking any rules here. The law forbids us from attacking any vessel not flying the Imperial flag. But it don't say nothing about beastmen. Ah, so it's just an oversight in the treaty. Only reason we keep our operation nice and quiet is because we don't want no one taking our business. Hey, just listen to the end, will ya? For what it's worth, I have the highest respect for you and yours. Him especially. Oh, the maelstrom we're worried about dirtying the fancy red clobber. You lot stormed Ugomero when battered beaten Titan himself. Raised a mug to you when I heard the news, I'll tell you that. Now, we're following in your footsteps, making sure the beastmen never summon the stinking gods again. Practically your successors we are. Except you're kind of exacerbating the problem here. And there were still Imperial ships about. You did our bit for Limsa and went after him. But with the Guardians gone, there's no one left to ply our trade on except the beastmen. So, let us have that, eh? It's only fair. Except we're trying to broker peace.
Contentious though some may find your views, it is true that you have broken no laws. No existing ones, at least.
I'm sure we could write some new ones.
That being so, I see no reason why you should not state your case directly to the Admiral's face. Unless the acting captain of the only true pirate crew left in Limsa Lominsa has some other cause to hide in a cave.
Well said. Well said indeed. Alright, I'll meet with the Admiral. I even provide the venue. The Astrakalia. I trust she won't turn down the invitation. I assume that's their flagship. Oh, are you just leaving the crystals here with us, right? I assume you are? Because you're clearly not carrying any crates. Either that or they moved them without us looking. Or we'll just be outside the cave and never know. On rough seas indeed.
I thought myself the hunter, but it turns out I was the prey. A timely reminder that the pirate powers of Limsa Lominsa are not to be trifled with. But that's all well that ends well. Grahatia's timely provocation has the desired effect, and Sicard has agreed to a meeting. Let us hurry back to Limsa Lominsa and pass on his invitation to the Admiral.
Oh yeah, I can sure this is gonna go over well with her. Well, let's see what she has to say.
Welcome back, my friends. What news?
Well, we got news indeed, and a nod to go with it.
So they have been stealing crystals from the kobolds. My thanks for solving the mystery and securing a meeting besides. Suffice to say, I accept Sicard's invitation, and I would have you join me as my guests. The future of Limsa hangs upon the outcome of this meeting, and I would have the Scions present to bear witness and act as bodyguards if need be.
Yeah, this one I'm guessing is voiced, just judging by the cheers I'm hearing. Not to mention, I'm guessing this is a pretty important scene. Plus, we'll finally get to hear what Sicard's actual voice is, and not the goofy one I made for him.
Look who's come crawling! Traitor!
Oof.
You can shove your piece!
I see this is going off to a great start.
Welcome aboard, Admiral. I'll wager you don't remember me. Sicard, acting captain of the bloody executioners, at your service.
'Twas kind of you to invite us. Now, if Captain Hillfear has a message for me, I bid you speak it.
We have just the one demand. That you forget this bilge about making peace with the beastmen. Ours is a nation of pirates. Always has been, always will be. Deny us our right to plunder, and you deny who we are.
Really? That's your whole reason for this? Come on.
Too bloody right! Pirates till we die!
What we want, we take! Piracy has no place in our future.
That's gonna shut him up fast.
What'd she say?
Pirates have no place.
No, piracy.
Our
Piracy.
nation has prospered through piracy, 'tis true. Yet it is but one part of our long and storied history. Centuries ago, our ancestors led a failed rebellion and were driven from their homes with little more than the shirts on their backs. In fear of their lives, they sailed south until they came to these shores. Finding the land occupied by kobolds, however, they were forced to turn to piracy in order to survive. And survive they did. But not so long ago, when the Empire threatened to crush everything we'd built, we set aside piracy and joined hands with our neighbors. This too was in order to survive.
And now you're saying that we're finally past the point of just surviving and into thriving.
And survive we did. Time after time we fought the Empire, and time after time we won. And through trade with our newfound allies, we prospered more than we ever did through pillaging and plundering.
So even the Vikings figured this out.
The Empire teeters on the brink of collapse. Ere long, provinces like Wurlit and Bosnia and many others will regain their freedom.
Oh, that's how you pronounce Basha. I'm gonna stick with my pronunciation.
When they do, our matchless fleet will lead the world in a new golden age of commerce. The tides favor us, and the ocean beckons with her vast bounty.
So Merlub is basically saying it's time for a new form of piracy. Capitalism.
But if we cling to the old ways, this great ship we call Limsa will trade the boundless seas for a lagoon. Shall we scorn the world's wealth for a plundered pittance then? Or shall we embrace change and thrive like our ancestors before us? The choice is yours. But if we are to prosper in the coming age, the whole of Vylbrand must become our ship, and a kobold and Sahagin our crewmates.
Got the crew thinking. But
Rousing words. Might even be some truth in them. But pirating's all we've ever known. And we ain't about to give it up just 'cause you say so.
Where's your actual captain? Did you shoot him?
Still, we're all Mincins here and no one wants a war. So where does that leave us?
You're pirates, aren't you? Can't you duel for this?
Long before you became Admiral, I heard you was captain of the League of Lost Bastards. That true? If so, you'd know how we pirates settle our differences.
Mm-hmm.
A duel.
I'll get the dual discs. Or, oh wait, you're gonna use pistols, aren't you?
Very well. As Admiral of Limsa Laminsa, I accept your challenge.
Well, this should be interesting. Morroweb's scary with that shot of hers. I don't know how good Sicard is. Looks confident enough, given that. And again, I don't trust half these pirates to not cheat. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Man, we're going. I figured it'd be 10 paces. Holy cow. You two are still going. Oh, that was the trigger. You gotta be kidding me. Nice shot. Better shot.
This ain't over! Not till one of us is dead! Finish the job! Or I will!
The captain, I assume. Considering he's still in his PJs.
It's the captain!
Captain Ganondorf.
Captain Elfir!
Ye fool! 'Twas over afore it began.
Captain!
Seems the whelps have been yapping while their master was abed.
Mm-hmm.
Listen well, all of ye. Since the signing of the Galadian Accord, we all of us have been part of the same crew. The crew of the good ship Limsa Laminsa. At the helm of that ship is the Admiral. And 'tis she who decides where we sail. Was I not clear on that point? Or did you forget whose deck you stand on? Nay?
This guy's trying so hard to do Barbossa's voice.
Then what in the seven hells are you playing at?
It's all we know, Captain. If we ain't pirates, what are we?
Privateers, obviously.
You're bloody idiots is what ye are. Idiots with your own lives ahead of ye. Ye can do anything ye want. Be anything you want. We're pirates, aye, and we pirates love our loot. But that ain't our first love. Our first love is the sea. The sea! And what she brings us. Freedom! So hold fast to that. Let the brine-crusted husk that stands before you now be the last of them as knew naught save out of steel. And make of yourselves a new breed of pirate! Lad, I made ye me right hand 'cause I saw something in ye. And I still do. You have the makings of a captain. All you lack's the belief. Well now, it seems we're of one mind after all.
Good.
Apologies for the misunderstanding, Admiral. We're with ye, wherever ye be headed.
You have my thanks, Hilfir.
I understand that feeling. Trying too hard with this voice, man.
Your choice of dueling pistol did not escape my notice. Good old Annihilator. Ender of many a proud pirate's voyage.
She was holding back.
Mistbeard's vanished into legend, and it won't be long before I take my rest in the depths. Yet be that as it may, the old ways can only truly die when we've dealt the Empire the telling blow.
Save that for next expansion.
There'll be stormy seas ahead, no doubt. But I'm trusting ye to steer us through to the other side.
Oh, nice to know Merleweb's still a badass. Well, that was thoroughly entertaining. Thank you, Merleweb, for that little demonstration in pirate etiquette.
Though I had anticipated a duel, I did not foresee that Hilfer would intervene. But full glad that I am that he did. 'Twould have been a shame to kill the boy. Instead, the whelp has learned a valuable lesson, and we have made peace amongst ourselves. All that remains is to do likewise with our neighbors.
Don't expect that to be quite as easy, however. Great ship Vylbrand indeed.
Now, I need hardly tell you, but any attempt to negotiate with the tribes is doomed to fail unless their minds can first be wrested from the grip of their gods. And so, in the meeting we seek to arrange with the kobolds, I would have you free their leader of Titan's influence. Leave it to us. We will open his ears to reason. You have my thanks. Ere we proceed, there is something you should know. Some 50 years past, when the Sahagins swarmed at our halls in ever greater numbers, Limsa entered into a covenant with the kobolds.
This brief stint of peace you were talking about earlier.
To men shall go the bounty of the sea, to kobolds shall go the bounty of the land. An ostensibly equitable arrangement, conspicuously lacking in detail. Aye, inadvertently or not, the wording was ambiguous, and we took advantage of it, moving in to claim the northern reaches of Lenosia, which the kobolds believed theirs. Bloodshed followed, then bloodshed to answer the bloodshed, and on it went, till every ilm of Vylbrand bore the stain of our conflict. This is not history, you understand. It is the present, fresh and raw. And with their kindred's blood yet on our hands, we will struggle to regain the kobolds' trust, even should we cure their tempered.
Admiral, you speak of obstacles we are like to encounter at the meeting. As the things stand, I see no reason why the kobolds would agree to a meeting in the first place.
And so we must provide a reason. I will restore their stolen crystals to them and personally deliver the cargo along with my apologies.
Bait. They would welcome us into their midst not to speak of peace, but to have you at their mercy.
Aye, and given the wealth of crystals we will bring, I'll wager they will attempt to summon Titan there and then.
Well, lucky for us, we can untemper you if things go awry.
Meaning a high priest would need to be present, to whom we could administer the cure. Precisely. He is the fish I would catch, but he will not be alone. Nay, he will have guards on hand, and they will lay down their lives to protect him. Yet a single death on the kobold side would jeopardize our chance at peace. And there my venture found us.
Yet it need not. What if we were to employ the Conqueror's Chain? Though we would still have to weaken the kobolds, it would allow us to subdue them without inflicting lasting harm. The Hobbit Hoobity what now?
The artifact Mistbeard used to take goods and not life. Aye, that would serve. Well done, Marshal. And since you are Mistbeard, I assume you still have it in your back pocket. So, friends, what think of you of our strategy?
The effects of tempering are cumulative, and we may safely assume that the High Priest's exposure to primal influence is extensive. It will therefore take a great deal of ether to reverse its effects, not to mention time. Well, there will be the assload of crystals we're bringing with us. Think you could use those?
Time during which Alice would be defenseless. Even should we all look to her protection, I'm not convinced we could keep an entire army of kobolds at bay. Well, I'm happy to take that risk. It's not as if we have any other choice. Besides, it's what Tesseline would do. And had I not followed her example, we wouldn't even have a cure for tempering, much less a chance to bring peace to Vylbrand. So, I'm going to cure that priest, or die trying.
Holy cow, the music just went in hard. I believe in you, Alice. Must be another way. Now, it's time to follow Alice.
And I believe in you too. You and everyone. I know you'll keep me safe. It is settled then. See to your preparations and make for Camp Overlook. We will join you there anon.
Alright. This is gonna be a duty calls, isn't it?
Alphinaud wasn't lying when he said I'd be defenseless, so I'm counting on you all to give me the time I need. Our sole purpose will be to keep you out of harm's way, so leave that to us and focus on your own task.
Indeed. And should you want for ether, you need only say the word.
Gabu, did you follow us here? There's something important I want to say to the High Priest. State, see, please let me come with you, please.
Aww.
I'm sorry, but it's too dangerous. I need you to promise me that you'll stay here when it's safe, all right?
I don't think Gabu's gonna do that.
My apologies for the wait. It took time, but we have secured our audience. All unfolded as expected. At the mention of my returning their crystals in person, the kobolds suddenly remembered how keen they were to be reconciled. And so, in the glorious spirit of cooperation, we are to be received by Patriarch Zada of the Second Order, who awaits our pleasure at the Navel. If you're ready, let us proceed to the Ugamaro mines at once.
The Navel? Holy crap, they really are just gonna summon Titan. There's our duty calls.
This aetherite will bear us to our quarry. Should he make to summon Titan, as I anticipate, we will halt the ceremony and restrain him. At this, all hells will break loose, and we will have an army of kobolds to entertain till Alice's work is done. Just remember, none must die. We weaken them, and let Enzia do the rest. It is time. Stay the course, my friends. I spy calmer waters beyond this squall.
If we can only get so lucky. Every time I'm here, I have flashbacks of fighting Titan Extreme. I assume this will be voiced. Is that Gabu's parents? Yeah.
Greetings, Patriarch. I am Merlwib Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Laminsa. I come before you to offer my sincerest apologies for the many wrongs committed by my people against you and yours.
You were foolish to come here. Stupid, unwise, foolish. The Great Father shall have your souls for your folly.
Yep, here we go.
Aye, just as we thought.
No summoning
Now,
today.
Alize, quickly!
You don't need to tell me.
Let none pass. We must grant her as much time as we can.
Sounds good. I still love this tune. Wonder how far I have to knock these down before we can chain them up. Uh-oh. That sounds lovely. Oh god, here come the frickin' soldiers. So freaking many.
You're in my sights.
Alright. That definitely helped.
You're in my sights.
Alright, that takes care of the golems. Oh, I see. I don't have to worry about not auto-KOing them. Oh, finally, start detempering this freaking priest, man. Alright, 25% down. Of course, every time one of us is gonna have to recharge. That's not surprising. Oh, fudge!
You're not alone.
I need to do a couple armor crushes here. Hang on.
There.
Alright, we're flushing this guy. That takes care of that one.
You're in my sights.
Smoked him.
Here you are, Alize.
Alright, recharge Alice. Still need, what, 3 more doses of detemper on this frickin' priest from the looks of... That's a bomb! Gotta let me target the bomb? Thank you. Alright. There are way too many of these. Oh dear.
More! I need more ether!
There we go. I don't have any heal. Oh, fuck me. You've gotta be fucking kidding. How do we deal with this? Someone got a tank LB3 in the pants? Oh, or he could do that by... Yeah, he's not living through that. Holy crap. You crazy son of a bitch. God damn, they're getting stacks of this. What is this? Ether is waning, decreasing physical ability. Oh, but she managed to knock out 50% with that charge. Alright, fine. I gotta charge her up too, huh? Channeling Ether. My turn to get some stacks. Oh no, more kobolds are coming. I just took a lot of Oh. Oh, you son of a bitch. Admiral, you crazy. Let me do this. I can take hits a lot better than you can. She is bloody insane. Holy cow! She just got drilled. Alright, fine, your ass is mine. Oh, he's just gonna charge all over the place, isn't he? Crazy son of a bitch. Oh god, I'm so neutered. I'm like down to level 50 here. My damage output is so low. Nope, we're not gonna go anywhere near that. Oh, I see. We needed to be somewhat near it. Otherwise, bad shit would happen. Almost got him. This should do it. Have some ice. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Well, I guess I need my 10th stack. Right? I'm assuming that's what you're trying to tell me. I need my 10th stack. The music just restarted.
Yes, this will do. Here I go.
Alright, gal's all charged up. Let's finish this. Cure this stupid ass priest.
Go, Angelo.
Angelo, limit break! Holy crap. Is this what it's gonna take to detemper everybody? Because damn.
Did it work?
What?
I think it did. Oh shit. Yeah, that's a lovely sight.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, but they died by your hand. You sacrificed them to summon Titan.
God, it's so creepy looking.
No. No, 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 no! Why? Why would I do such a thing?
Because Titan had his hands on your proverbial soul. or wherever else you grab a kobold that's very soft and tender.
Would that there were a cure for the victims of the Tempered.
Yeah, well, can't cure death, sorry. Oh, god dang it. That's Gabu, isn't it? Yep.
Gabu! What are you doing here?
Patriarch, please listen to me. Hear, heed, listen. The Great Father we have been summoning is false. He only hurts us and those we love. For a long time, his voice filled my mind. It told me to do terrible things. Awful, unspeakable, terrible things. But I didn't give in to it. And you mustn't either. There's been too much pain already. So please, end the suffering.
This is gonna end with Gabu being the new patriarch. You know, in a few dozen years or so. He's starting to have flashbacks now.
What have I done?
We share this child's desire, Patriarch. An end to summoning, for it spells naught but misery for both our peoples.
Though it does provide entertaining fights.
For many long years, man and kobold have feuded over territory, pillaging and perishing for the earth beneath our feet. It may be said that we fought to survive, but what we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on. I would see us set aside the past and work together for peace.
It was wrong of me to hurt my own in the name of the Great Father. Sinful, evil, wrong. But that doesn't mean there can be peace between us.
Mm-hmm. Limsons is still pretty bad at keeping their end of the bargains here.
Men cannot be trusted. The bounty of the land was to be ours, and yours the bounty of the sea. But you broke the pact. Violated, breached, broke. Unready as we were, what choice had we but to call upon the divine to rid ourselves of your tyranny?
None, and I do not blame you for it. In violation of the spirit, if not the letter of the pact, we took your lands for our own. The fault lies wholly with us. On behalf of all Laminsons, I offer you my humblest apology. I pray you'll find it in your heart to accept it. Yet I know an apology alone will not serve to make things right. So, we will revise the pact to leave no room for doubt. And any who violate it shall face justice, swift and certain.
No, we won't be fooled. Not again.
What's the alternative? Go back to fighting?
Please, hear me to the end. Fleeting though it was, there was a time when man and kobold abided together in harmony, in cooperation.
Mm-hmm.
In those days, your people shared the secrets of smelting. Knowledge which allowed Limsa Laminsa to thrive. Much of what we have, we owe to the kobolds. And so, for the good of all who dwell on this isle, I wish to make you an offer. We will bear your people's wares to every corner of the world and trade them in your stead. In return, we will bring you the bounty, not only of the sea, but lands both near and far. Whatever you desire, the Navigator as my witness, you shall have it. There will be no more man and beastman, just the crew of the great ship that is Vylbrand. And together, we will share in the wealth of the world. If you'll only accept our hand in friendship.
Gotta say, Roeb's a hell of a speechwriter.
We want to believe you. We truly do. But we believed you before and you betrayed us. Fooled, deceived, betrayed us.
Yeesh. Maybe Gabu can
There are
help.
bad men, it's true. But there are also good ones. And the ones before you are the best of them. They were always kind to me. Caring, nice, kind, and I trust them with my life.
Come on. Believe Gabu.
Before I became Admiral, I was a pirate. I stole, I fought, I stained the sea red with blood. Such is my past, and I dare not forget it, however much I might want to.
Oh shit.
That is death penalty. The pistol I used to pass judgment on my own sire when he fell thrall to Leviathan and betrayed his comrades.
Damn.
It's loaded. If you were to point it at my head and pull the trigger, I would most assuredly die.
Now that's showing your resolve.
Though it isn't much, my life is the single most valuable thing I possess. If it will suffice to atone for past wrongs, take it. A single bullet to annul the old pact, and my blood to write it anew. What comes after, I entrust to this man, my second in command. I know that he will do his utmost for the happiness of all who call Vylbrand home.
Are you about to say goodbye to the Admiral here? Or is gesture alone enough to win over this guy? If you want to hit her in the head, you gotta aim higher. A lot higher. Alphino, how quickly can you cast Reflect? Holy shit, he did it? Did he? No, we'd all be freaking out a lot more. Yep.
I do not trust you. Not yet. But Gabu does. And I will trust him.
Oh, thank goodness. We're all just breathing a huge sigh of relief there.
We want you to know that we respect your faith. There's nothing wrong with giving thanks to the land which sustains you.
Just don't summon Titan anymore.
But summoning is different. Should you hear of anyone who would attempt it, we ask that you appeal to their better judgment, or failing that, seek our aid. We're always ready to help.
Are we gonna go have to do this entire song and dance again with the Sahagin?
Many and more of my brethren are yet enthralled to the Great Father, just as I was. If you could free them too, I would be grateful. Appreciative, thankful, grateful.
I've always wondered about this weird speaking quirk of the kobolds. We're gonna need more frickin' porksies again. Someone fire up the queen!
Tis we who should be grateful, Patriarch. I thank you for affording us this chance.
Finally, some real positive change here in Limsa. It's been a long time coming. That was fun. I like that little duty calls.
'Twould seem we have found a way forward with the kobolds. Next we will help the Second Order to free their tempered brethren from thraldom. Theirs is far from the only order, of course, and it will take no small amount of time and effort to reach the rest. But reach them we will, however long it takes.
Good.
I would say that I was in your debt, but that has long been true. So instead, I will say thank you for helping us to plot a new course not only for Limsa La Minsa, but all Eorzea.
Well, sweet beans! And with that, I believe we are on the last quest for this patch. Futures Rewritten. Oh dear. That shadow looks very familiar. And unpleasantly so.
Right. Let's return to the Rising Stones.
Or...
Admiral, something strange is afoot at the floating city.
Breathe, man. What is it?
I think it's best you see for yourself. Please, come with me.
Oh dear. It's always something, isn't it? Alright, what are we all looking at? Come on.
What in the world is that?
The fuck? Some kind of beacon, it looks like. The hell? Are we trying to call Dalamud from beyond the stars or something?
You can see it too, then? I feared I was losing my wits. One moment I was patrolling as usual, and the next it was just there.
Wait, what? How the hell is that possible? Architecture doesn't just appear out of nowhere.
Yes? This is she. I am. I'm looking at it.
Oh.
What? Understood. Send the Elder Seedseer my regards.
Oh shit, this isn't the only one, is it?
The communications officer. It seems this isn't the only tower. They've sprung up all across Eorzea.
Crud.
Nothing more is known, only that they appear to be of Garlean construction. Our allies on the Alamegan front are on highest alert.
Yeah, well, what the hell are they doing? It looks like they're sending some sort of signal out.
Forgive my directness, but would you join them? They may well need the help.
Of course, Admiral. We shall make all haste.
My thanks. I will return to Limsa to weigh our response. Look for Commander Hext when you arrive in Alamigo, and may the Navigator speed you on your way.
I suppose it was just too much to hope that the freaking Garleans would destroy themselves in civil war. Ay. Well, I suppose we are, what, one patch away? Well, no, technically two, because, you know, 5.5 is always cut in half. Oh, shit. These things really are everywhere, and they're actually now in the world. That's kind of terrifying. And there's even one here in Alamigo. The heck are the Garleans flaming now?
Thank you for coming so soon. I'll send for Commander Aldin at once, and we can decide what to do about these infernal towers.
Rogue preserved!
The fudge? Oh, hell no! The fuck?
It can't be.
Did he summon a mini Bahamut?
The palace! After them!
The hell? How the hell did they manage that?
You're here, good.
Oh, yeah, he's just gonna hang around, Oh no. I think we just made this guy's day.
Well! To be received by such an illustrious cast! Why? Even the hero of the piece is here! I feel quite starstruck.
Is that a sigh?
Like I said, this guy's the frickin' Joker.
His body, more like. You don't fool us.
Oh! You saw straight through it! Anyone would think you dealt with Asians before.
Well, what's with the cloak, man? That's a new one.
Permit me to introduce myself. I am Fandaniel, and may I say what a pleasure it is to finally make your acquaintance.
What do you want? The towers, what are they for? Yeah, I want to know what these towers are all about.
My, straight to business is it? Suit yourself. It is my intention to recreate the final days, to which end I have distributed a collection of rather ingenious devices, or towers, which will, in time, give rise to the grandest of spectacles.
The hell? Is he insane? He wants to restart the final days? To what end? Why? God dang it. It's the Joker. Why am I asking why?
The final days? But it was the Asians who labored to prevent them.
You're quite right, though I would expect no less from one responsible for eliminating my unsundered colleagues. Honestly, the three of them were obsessed with restoring the one true world. As a sovereign individual, however, I never had much interest in such things. I mean, why bother when you're just another sundered minion?
This guy is straight up crazy. Look at them wide eyes.
Admittedly, Elidibus was not convinced by that argument, but thanks to you, I'm finally free of his incessant nagging. Free to use my powers as I see fit, to fulfill my heart's desire.
Great. We killed the masters, letting the wild dog loose of his chain.
And my heart's desire is to lay this half-broken world to waste, leaving nary a fleck of dust behind!
What? Why would you want such a thing?
Because I want wretched creatures who ask such meaningless questions to die!
Wow.
You! And you! And you! I want you all to die!
He's
and
just
I
fucking
want
insane.
to die too.
Oh.
Oh, yes. I want to die and take everyone with me in a paroxysm of pain and suffering.
Well, just hold still for 5 minutes. I can give you half your wish. How's that sound?
I'm different, you see, from the ancients who clung to dear life, and from you. So don't bother trying to reason with me. You will find I have no reason, or creed, or any such tripe.
Like I said, Joker just wants to watch the world burn.
I just want to destroy the world. But please do resist with all your might. It will add to my enjoyment.
Either that or this guy just has an actual reason and he doesn't want to tell us till the expansion comes around.
Now then, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes peeled, for the curtains have risen on the spectacle to end all spectacles. We, the Telophoroi, shall be your performers, and this very star our stage.
The Telophoroi? That's new. Haven't heard that before. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Uh-oh. And then there's this! He's got this freaking mini, like, weird-looking Bahamut thing. Oh crap, he did not just temper everybody, did he? Oh cripes, that thing is tough. Okay, still alive, that's good. That's imposing.
Ah, but I nearly forgot. I have a message for you. My esteemed patron, Lord Xenos, eagerly awaits you at the heart of the chaos.
Of course he does.
While I wish only to destroy the world, he exists solely to relive a certain, transcendent moment with you. And it is for that reason he would reduce all to ash.
Jesus,
pray see to it his dreams do not go unfulfilled. For if you should disappoint him, my trusty companion here, whom I've dubbed Lunar Bahamut, will burn your cities and everyone in them.
Lunar Bahamut? That is not a name I would have expected. And seriously, Xenos, if you wanted to date me that badly, you could have just had flowers. But he is always over the top. Well, this patch is definitely ending on a sour note.
Everyone out! My men will tend to the blaze.
Are your men trained to handle purple fire? Because I know ours aren't. Well, that sucked. Seriously, Elise, what the hell?
Oh, thank goodness, everyone's safe! We managed to put out the fire, though not quickly enough to save the garden.
Aww.
Albon, can I leave it to you to send word to the Alliance? I'm going to take a unit and investigate the tower. We need to find out what it's for. We'll go with you.
No, you won't. You'll rest. From what Merwood tells me, you'll do some time off duty. Should we learn anything about the tower, we'll be sure to share it with you. Until then, I want you to rest.
Oh, very well. But if you need our help, don't hesitate. And take care, both of you.
Rest, she says. Can't ever get much of that, sorry to say. I imagine this will be a short cleanup talk here.
Ah, you're back too. Good. We received the reports from the Alliance. Since we are all here, perhaps those who bore witness to the events in Alamigo could treat the rest of us to a first-hand account.
I suspect this will be voiced. Really? It's not voiced? Wow.
No sooner do we overcome one problem than another appears. It would all seem tediously predictable but for the endless variety of our foes. This Van Daniel sounds even more unhinged than his patron. Unhinged perhaps, but no fool. For all his pantomime theatrics, He gave away little about his plot. We know only that he intends to recreate the final days, and that the towers will somehow facilitate this. He also called his dragon Luna Bahamut. Let's not forget that little detail.
Mm-hmm.
And the creature certainly did resemble the Elder Primal.
A lot smaller, though.
That may be, but the fact that it answered to Fandaniel would suggest they are not one and the same entity. I think it more probable that it's some manner of simulacrum born of Ascian magics. Whatever it is, for now we can but work closely with the Alliance and remain vigilant. I believe this concludes our news. What of yours, Ishtola? I have been able to see the Sultana. Knowing how quick the immortal flames are to dispose of their tempered, I judged it best to provide them with the cure first.
Good.
As soon as I had sufficiently recovered, I traveled to Uldar and delivered the Porxies to her grace, along with the detailed instructions on their use. Yet my visit chanced to coincide with the arrival of some troubling tidings. The immortal flames had been on the cusp of agreeing to a truce with the Amalja when negotiations abruptly collapsed.
Why?
The Amalja claimed that a number of their kind have been abducted, and that men are responsible.
The towers. Oh shit. That isn't a simulacrum, is it? It's some twisted frickin' summoned primal!
And they're gonna do that to the others. Naught is known of the perpetrators as yet, but as the immortal flames went about investigating the abductions, they came upon one of Fandaniel's towers.
Shit, I'm right, aren't I? That's what those towers are for.
On the subject of the towers, you may be interested to learn that they are not an exclusively Eorzean phenomenon. According to the Alliance, they've been sighted as far afield as Yangsha. Then it would seem reasonable to assume that they are everywhere. We simply have not found them all yet. Well, as you said yourself, we can do little for now save remain vigilant. And since we are dealing with a dragon, or sensibly at least, I believe it would behoove us to enlist the aid of an authority on such foes.
Time to go bug Emmerich and Estinian.
Estinian!
Yes, Gesundheit.
Estinian? Now just a moment. If he could be persuaded to lend us his lance, I'd be the first to welcome it. But the truth is, we will struggle even to find him. You let me and Kyle worry about that. We'll sniff him out, no matter where he's hiding. If indeed he is hiding, we have ways of locating him regardless. So if there are no objections, we shall depart at once.
Yeah, it'll probably take him a while to track down Estinian.
Well, rather than sitting around, I think I might go to each of the city-states and educate them in the use of the Porxies. They would doubtless appreciate it, but might you consider taking a moment to rest before leaving? You would be fresher for the tasks ahead.
Yeah, getting Alice to slow down's a trick, isn't it?
Well, my friend, our moment of triumph did not last long.
Never does. 'Twas ever the way. The world often needs saving again and again. Oh dear, are you not enjoying our adventure? And I really could have done with the rest. No, it's just the way of things, I'm afraid. You clean up one mess and another one pops up immediately afterwards.
And save it we shall. I, for one, do not intend to allow a nihilistic madman to take us all the way to the grave with him. Not when the future holds such promise. Nay, I would do all in my power to protect those whom I hold dear, just as you have always done.
Sounds good.
And that's the end.
This was a nice little quick cleanup quest. I thought so, unless we're gonna have an extra cutscene at the end. Meanwhile, somewhere in the locks.
More of these frickin' towers.
Scouts should have been back by now. I'm gonna go and find them.
Ah, crud. Lisa's about to put herself in danger, isn't she? Oh.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
He looks like he's been through some shit. What? Oh no. He's been tempered. Isn't he?
Glory be to Vylbrand!
What? Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. Okay, well that's a hell of a thing. Is that Lunar Bahamut's doing? Look, Xenos, you gotta stop admiring your phallic object there.
The piles have been driven as planned, and the first of the beasts has roared to life.
The piles?
Moreover, I am pleased to report that preparations are well underway for the rest. Ere long, chaos shall reign over all the land, as befits the final days.
Call it what you will, so long as my friend returns to me, fangs bared and claws sharpened. I care not.
Of course, my lord. By strange coincidence, your dear friend chanced to be present when I made my declaration.
God.
I took the liberty of informing him that you await his coming, though I confess, I may have singed him a little in the process.
Uh-oh, you might piss off Xenos with that statement.
And why do you tell me this? Are you in such a hurry to die?
See?
My apologies. I must guard my tongue lest it be the end of me.
This guy is such a freaking card.
There is something to be said for such a glorious death. Better to fall to one who has it all than falter before an inferior. I shall keep it in mind as a contingency.
See that you do.
For now, however, I shall proceed with the plan. My lord.
I must find myself a new weapon. One worthy of our long-awaited reunion.
This one's not big enough. It lacks girth. Damn! He really just broke his sword, too. Wow. And we all know what weapon he's gonna take up. This is going to be fun. Well, that quest sucked. So, these lunar primals, or at very least lunar Bahamut, or something in these towers is either brainwashing or possibly tempering people to work for Garlemald. Oh man, we just can't ever win, can we? Well, that's gonna be it for this one. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to join me for more AOs and adventures, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.